Good evening. This is Tim again with you on the buzz. I'm with you all the way till 3 p.m., every day of the week at least. Now talking about how, I was talking with you, I was updating you on the rental markets, the towns or the cities in the UK that are going to the rise now. We spoke about Glasgow, we spoke about Birmingham, we spoke about Manchester, and there's so many more, the cities that are, seeing slower growth as compared to last year, up to less than half of the rate on a monthly basis from last year, right? But we are seeing, positive growth. That is at least a good sign, because we are looking at, people are looking at moving back. We spoke up to about even 40,000 increment in population in Glasgow by the next 10 years, right? And now I've got a conversation around, similar topic with regard to the insurance market. Now, this is the car insurance market, right? And how they've dropped by 87 quid, a month, or, on an average basis, because of the fact that people are not using vehicles as much. Now, I'll be talking to you on more of this. I want you to stay tuned. Just watch this quick video to understand what Relaks Radio does, and I'll be right back with. That's right. You can call us up on 07852 473 473, or you can just message us on DM via Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're on all these channels right now. I'm Tim. I'm with you all the way till 3 p.m. Now, I'm your host on the buzz. We are updating on everything business, tech, entrepreneurship. You know what it is. And now I was talking to you about how drivers are seeing the biggest drop in car insurance costs, right? In a 6 years average. Now, this is because of the fact that motorists are also, motorists are also want to, shop around, because of the fact that this decrease is very, very significant, right? Now, the average cost. Now, three things I want to mention with you, to you on the fact that the cost on car insurance is, dropping by 87 quid per year. And the second thing is that it's likely to have this is basically likely due to the number of drivers that are basically seen on the road now today, right? And the third thing is because of the fact that motorists can now expect to pay an average of 538 quid for their car insurance. Now, is this a good thing? Now, I think, if you are driving, this is honestly a good thing for you, because of the fact that, in the last 6 years, the average has been dropping. Now, in the last year, rather, the average of the last 6 years has been dropping, because of the fact that there's less demand for it and there's less accidents on the road, right? Clearly. Now, we did see a lot of positives, around how if it is traveling, the pollution was a lot less during the lockdown, at least. And this is on an international scale, right? So talking about how with the 87 quid reduction over a year, now this is equals to 14% of the insurance rates in the last 12 months. So like I said, now this is a lot of news, or this is a lot of conversation that people are bringing up, because of the fact that drivers have been want to shop around and not take renewal quotes, because of the fact that they are going down. And if you are actually keen on understanding the reduction and how far these are going to go down, I'll keep updating you on these on the buzz. This is on Relaks Radio. And as you could be seeing bigger savings from switching, maybe you don't know if it is your insurance provider or if it is another insurance provider. It's just a matter of consistently checking around to comparing rates. And this, you never know how much you could save, right? Because you do have your other costs that you want to invest in, if it's your rental, if it is your water, if it is even your food, right? So this is super news. Honestly, I'm thinking, so how these are dropping from 7,000 to 4,000 drivers on an average mileage, and how these rates are basically a reason of the rate reduction is basically a reason of this. This is about a 3,000 decrease in the average mileage of a driver. And this is about a 43% reduction. That's almost 50%. So it's all good news, right? So fewer amount of people are seeing the risk of accidents, and fewer is lower, I mean, basically, and then this means there's less insurance paid. So this basically, I mean, there is a whole circle to it, right? So let's say you as the driver or the insurance, the customer, right? You insure your car, you pay for your car, and you, if it's third party or second party, it depends on that insurance. But let's say you first insure your car, and then coming to the second part where the insurance company, they have their demand, right? Now they have the demand and they have their money coming up. Now the next point is where, if it comes to more of your customers, now it's not only you here, there is so many of you, right? So there's a lot of money coming in, and then with the costs, with the reduction in their expenditure, so their expenditure goes down, and that makes again the consumers reduce their spending on this product. So it is a whole cycle as to how there's so many insurance companies that I don't want to really mention any companies here, but talking about the UK insurance companies, drivers are actually being advised to reduce their prices, or actually check for different prices when it comes to their insurance or when it comes to renewal, right? So I mean, so imagine a 45% decrease in the demand for this product. Now, this is what I'm talking about, because of the fact that it comes to the sole purpose of having your car insured. It is as important as taking your car out of your house in the morning. But if people are not using the product as much, now this is going to build a very competitive market. So with the competitive market, basically people are thinking of the providers are looking at reducing their prices to attract more customers. This is simple economics. So talking about how the average price can go up by 45 pounds, and then suggesting that they could pay more by opting to renew with the current insurer. So another goal of them is obviously not to keep. Now, I don't really mean to talk down against insurance companies or anything, but then we need to understand what is actually going on. So the fact that the drivers who saw the renewal prices, increase in the past quarter. Now, this is a 50% increase over the current insurer, despite the price being more expensive, right? So of those who basically have had their current insurer, an 11% of that market spoken about how the company has automatically reviewed the policy on their behalf, and this that makes risk opt out of their policy to find it out. This is again, like I'm saying, it's important for them to maintain that renewal process with you as well, right? So they keep a tab on when your insurance is expiring. They get in touch with you, and then they just come get the renewal done on an automatic basis, right? So it's up to you to decide on when you want to cancel your membership or your renewal subscription. So just keep in touch. You should have a pamphlet, or you should have a card of your insurance with the expiry date. So before you do all that, let's say if it's in the next month, if it's in May, just do your comparison on all the other providers for car insurance, and then just come to a point where if more ideal for you specifically, I'd suggest you actually go with that instead of renewing your current provider. So talking about how now these are your personal, I mean, this is honestly for your own good, right? So talking about how the renewal prices may stay the same or even decrease. This is a year-on-year payment, so make sure you consider that as well. Talking about how regionally the prices have fallen across the UK, in Manchester, Merseyside, and even the most significant savings of all, right? So, the cost of car insurance has decreased by 122 quid. That is 15% in 12 months, right? So 122 quid is, again, 15% in 12 months. And then bringing that to the average region of around 708 pounds. Now, drivers may, in London save around 120 pounds. This is again equivalent to about 12% on an average. And they are paying a new car insurance policy is paying about 850 pounds annually. So despite all these significant savings, in London, Manchester, Merseyside, now these are the two most expensive regions for car insurance. So if you are looking at those age, I mean, at least for people in their early 20s, they are seeing bigger savings of up to 150 pounds. Now this was compared to last year. This is all compared to last year, right? And those age about 18 years old, or having the most expensive car insurance, they are forking out about let's say 1,500 quid. So this is apart from that 80 pound drop as compared to last year again. So this is almost 5 times the amount that drivers have been comparing. This is almost 5 times the amount that drivers have been paying in the late 60s, with prices lower than 311 pounds. Now it depends on where you are, what your jobs are, what your job is, so on and so forth. Now I'm super curious to understand what your thoughts are on this topic, what your thoughts are on the insurance topic, travel, and how the demand might go up or might alter, how you are personally seeing in your town, your city, on where the travel is increasing or decreasing with after the vaccines are being rolled out. Now, it's just a matter of liking. You can comment on this video regardless of what channel you are on. If it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or even Twitter, right? So we're with you on all channels. This is Relaks Radio. I'm with you. I'm your host, Tim. Just reach out to me. You can call us on 0785 473 Let me say that again. That's 07852 473 I'll be right back with you, talking about how with there's a local government. I mean, the Tesco has basically has been fined 7.5 million pounds for selling outdated food in Birmingham. Now I'll be right back with you on this topic. Stay tuned right here on the Buzz. I'll be